Hey, happy Friday, crew. I got a story for you. A very unique van life story. I've never heard of this one happening before. All of us, vehicle dwellers who do this full time, we're all familiar with getting the knock. The police, if you're parked somewhere where you're not supposed to be, or security, or who knows what. Even if you were in a legit spot, a neighbor didn't like what they saw and called the cops. Cops come and they tell you got to move along. The knock sucks. It wakes you out of a wonderful sleep. Your adrenaline goes through the roof, and you got to move along. But hey, that's just a reality of our lifestyle. If you're going to live like this, you don't own the property you're on generally. So you don't have any specific rights to it. Anyway, so in the last couple of weeks, I've been getting a next level. I never heard of this before. So a little over 2 weeks ago, sound asleep at midnight, just after midnight, all of a sudden I'm hearing what sounds like rapid fire, small arms fire going off on the street. Just pop, 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 pop. And I'm like, oh shit. And you're in the stupor of sleep. You're waking up. I lift the curtain. As I'm lifting the curtain, I'm realizing what I'm hearing is firecrackers. And it's over. And I'm looking, I don't see anybody. No kids running away laughing, no vehicles moving, nothing. It's dead quiet, nothing out there. Because it's a quiet spot where I've been parking. And I look out and I see all the burned up firecrackers on the ground. I'm like, holy shit. Someone just dropped a bundle of firecrackers lit right by my rig. I chalked it up to being some weird thing, some drive-by thing or kids, whatever. And then about a week later, it happens again. Same time of night. Exact same time of night. And of course, this time I wake up. Again, I try to look and see something. I look out the back window just in time to see the corner of a rig that's gray going around the corner down the street. Not enough to even tell what it was. I could tell it was truck-like or a truck. But again, you're bleary-eyed because you just came out of sleep. I'm like, no way. And then I left town for a couple days. Went to Pacifica, just get away and see, I wanted to get out of town for a couple days anyway. First night back, guy hits me again, same time, right around midnight. Like, this is unbelievable. I didn't get a look at anything that time. And I'm thinking, there's no way he's going to do it again the next night. He must have out of system. So I go to sleep again. Does it again. 2 nights back to back. And this was Tuesday and Wednesday night this week. I'm like, this is fucked up. Because of course it's a big, obviously anybody, you're unsettled by it, and I don't understand why this person's doing this. And so yesterday, morning and talking to my kids, telling them about what's going on, I decided, I'm going to stay up tonight because I want to see. I couldn't fathom he would do it 3 nights in a row, because you would think, the intelligent person would think, I'm pushing my luck. Somebody's going to be waiting for me to do this if I do it again tonight. And so I stayed up. And an hour and a half early, oh shit, there's bippers hitting this parking lot right now. Bandits! Okay, San Francisco. They're heading for the hills. This was not a successful run through here. Okay, what was I saying? Oh, jeez. Okay, I was saying you wouldn't expect to be able to do that 3 nights in a row. Somebody's going to be waiting for you, Well, so I stayed up. I'm literally lacing up my shoes in a passenger seat where I'm sitting right now at like 10:20, way earlier than I expected. And I look up, and here comes this pickup right beside me. Right beside me, very slow, and pointed in the same direction as me. Stops. I jump in the passenger seat just in time to see the guy there lighting up the bundle of fireworks, and he tosses his sunroof, bounces off my truck, hits the ground, And right as he tossed it, then he's looking me right in the eye. He's like, oh. And he takes off, and I jumped out. The firecrackers going off, and got his license plate and good description of the truck and him. So in that moment, I no longer felt powerless. It was great. It's not how I planned, but it was great to be able to look him right in the face, and he's like, okay, now I know you. So I highly doubt that I'll ever know what his motivations are, because I'm no longer staying in that spot. You know, you live like this. If something like this comes along, you just have to write off that spot, no matter how much you love it. And, you know, that's a spot I've been using for the last 3 winters when I'm in San Francisco, because I love it. It's just my favorite spot here. And even us people who live like this, we do get attached to spots and kind of call them our spot. Well, the reality is we don't own any of these spots. So it's been a lesson in letting go. I found a new spot. Tried it out last night. It was great. It's different, just as nice, maybe even a little quieter. But it's been a real good reminder about letting go. It's also been a good reminder in not letting someone else take your peace. You know, I've got enough info on this person now that I could actually pursue something. I could do something about it. But it's pointless, because it's misdemeanor, malicious mischief. It's bullshit. It's stupid shit. And it's not worth creating an enemy here. I'm not gonna let him have the satisfaction. So I just move along. You know, that's the smart, wiser thing to do. There's a certain, you know, you can get really caught up. This initial impulse, of course, wants justice, wants to, you know, make it right somehow and make them pay for how they've affected you. Sometimes that's just a way to let them have more power in your life, to let them take away your calm, your peace, get you all riled up, all fired up. I'm not giving that person that. No way. They don't get it. I'll just move along and take away their fun. So, but in any case, that's what's been going on. And this lifestyle, I love it to death. This hasn't in any way shaken that up. You know, I'm very much enjoy the van life deal. It suits me well. But this shit comes along every now and then. It's a real reminder that all I really have is this rig. You know, I don't have a place. The whole earth is my place without any true rights to any particular place. It's a unique experience. It's not for everybody. It's not going to work for everybody, but it works for me. And you do run into some freaky people who don't understand or have the preconceived notion about it and what you're going to mean, and they react negatively. And I can't control how other people react. I have no intention of even trying. I will just get clear of the people that have that kind of a problem. And I feel bad for that person. I mean, what kind of life have you got if that's your entertainment? That's sorry commentary on that person's life. I truly feel bad for them. So anyway, that's what's been going on. That was my solstice excitement last night. And happy solstice. From here on, people, we gain a little bit more daylight every day. I love that. And I want to wish you all a lovely holiday season, however you celebrate, in whatever way. And I thank you all for your support and for following me. And yeah, that's my little story this week. It's like a little van life story about our wonderful, happy experiences that just abound every day in magic van life land. That's right. Rainbows and unicorns all the time. So there you go. Hey, have a great weekend, and I will catch you next week.